Thank you. Welcome to Good News Week, and the big news? Binge drinking. Binge drinking. We haven't heard much about it this year, but that doesn't matter. Our beloved Prime Minister has expressed support for raising the legal drinking age from 18 to 21. And he's right. He's right. It's very important for teenagers to stay sober. Otherwise, they could end up totally munted at a titty bar. There are so many benefits to increasing the drinking age. There'd be less teen pregnancy, less drink driving, less violence. Just look at how well it works in America. It doesn't really work in America. But Kevin's playing right into Tony Abbott's hands. When you raise the drinking age, you're also raising the average age of virgins. What's going on with our leaders? Rudd wants to ban teenage drinking. Abbott's opposed to teenage sex. What is this, payback for stuff they missed out on? Instead of... Is it? Talk to me, Australia! Talk to me, people of Australia! If we're so worried about young guys trying to impress their mates, why not make it a law that they can drink when they're 18, but they're only allowed fruity cocktails with straws and umbrellas? I mean, you can make the average age, you know, whatever you want. Instead of 21, why not 50? Their first drink could be a sherry. Or why not make it 91? It's not going to bother the thousands of drunk 14-year-olds. Oh, yeah, didn't like that, yeah. Softened you up. Pow. Outrage. Outrage, outrage, outrage. Parenting experts are outraged by a new book which encourages children to play with fire, microwave CDs and make bombs. Although, frankly, if your kid isn't already doing those things, he's a scaredy cat, goody two-shoes and a big embarrassment to kids everywhere. It's called 50 Dangerous Things You Should Let Your Children Do, and it details ways to expose youngsters to danger as part of their development. Or possibly as an end to their development, should things go wrong. Some of it isn't really that dangerous. For example, gluing two fingers together to understand what it's like to live with a disability. Oh, this is hell. The authors considered just wearing a blindfold, but soon realised that didn't involve gluing any fingers together. Children are encouraged to chuck rocks too. The book says our brains are wired for throwing things, although that wiring can be changed by being hit with a rock. But the authors insist there's a serious point to these activities. They don't like children. Here's a good idea. In Port Lincoln, South Australia, a charter company is offering Japanese tourists the chance to swim with the tuna. Yeah. Well, it's just like swimming with sharks. Well, it is for the tuna. Yeah. Adventure Bay Charters thinks the experience will be a big hit with the tourists, for whom raw tuna is a delicacy and moving tuna a real challenge. Swimming with these graceful, lightning-fast fish gets the Japanese hungry to do a bit of research. You can actually hand-feed the tuna and later use that same hand to eat the tuna you just fed. There's merchandise too, like T-shirts that say, "I swam with the tuna," and here it is in a can. Apparently Japanese tourists love going home with photographs of things their friends haven't done. Well, they haven't done me. And that's the good news.
It's good news week. Someone dropped the bomb somewhere, contaminating the atmosphere and flattening the sky. It's good news week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's good news week. It's good news week. It's good news week.
What is the point? Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, with the sticky fun of summer behind us, the hot thing, Claire Hooper. He's on his first national stand-up tour. He's heading to Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne and more. And he was born in the States, but his heart belongs to Ireland, the charming rogue Des Bishop.
Time to go ballooning.
Oh, it's so beautiful. What a glorious statement on life that was. And she was once a Dresden doll, now back in town for some shows, starting at the Opera House in 2 weeks. The First Lady of Dirty Cabaret, Amanda Palmer. And they're getting sneaky with the devious Mikey Robbins. From The Breakfast Show on Nova in Sydney, supporting the Backstreet Boys on their upcoming tour, and one of Australia's great voices, the steamy Ricki-Lee Coulter. And coming to the Mercury Theatre in Adelaide, then on to Melbourne with his show, Things I Shouldn't Have Said, The Special Boy. Eddie Ifft. Oh, look, there's Eddie. He's got a... what is that?
That's a CD.
Oh, it's only a CD.
Yeah,
It's got no visual aspect.
I don't like them to see me.
Oh.
The back's the good
Yeah,
shot.
show the back cover.
Oh, you're going the Tony Abbott there with a pair of sluggos.
I had the fluff before it. It's actually smaller.
Did the whole family enjoy this, or is there stuff
Not at
on
all.
it that...
Not at all.
is
It's,
really-
it's all rape jokes. But they're about me. They're about what happened to me. I'm the victim here, people. Never spent time in a Turkish prison?
Well, get that at your own risk, ladies and gentlemen, clearly. The dog ate my condom. That's good.
That's a classic.
I'm sorry, you actually do a routine called The Dog Ate My Condom.
It's a true story. My dog...
Anyway. And I just happened to be wearing it at the
No,
time.
I heard...
I've been there. I've been there. We've all been there. Every fella's been there.
Eddie, it did happen to a friend of mine, and but the problem was the dog did a poo at the park and the condom came half out, and then the dog's running around the park with the condom coming out. He had to chase it to, like, grab it out the back.
Mine came out like one of those air dancers outside a mattress factory. It was like...
Okay.
I don't think this is funny. I think the RSPCA is going to be onto us like a shot.
Once you know, it's no more disgusting than Desperate Housewives.
I find condoms and T-bone steaks mess up an animal.
That's why you never use the T-bone steak flavored condoms that cause problems.
As we promised you people of Australia this year, the classy show, the classy Good News Week, no vulgarity. And I think we're really abseiling the dizzy heights of culture and class right now. Ricki-Lee, how's it going on Breakfast Radio? You enjoying your time?
Really great. I get to work with American dolls every day who are hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm having a really good time.
Are you looking forward to the Backstreet Boys? Do you know them personally? Are they your best friends?
Well, I hope to.
Oh, OK.
You're going to be BFFs with the BSBs.
Yeah.
Whoa!
No, I'm so excited.
Want it that way. Tell me why. Nothing but a weird thing. Tell me why. No, the rest of the words.
Actually,
Tell me why.
Stop. This is how Hitler started. Stop.
Also, too, I should point out to some of the younger audience members who mightn't have heard of the Backstreet Boys because they're now reforming, be very careful when you Google Backstreet and Boy. It's just...
OK, like, once again, let's lift our game this year.
How old are they now? I think they're like
They're the
30s,
Backstreet Men now.
Now, see, that's what you really screw yourself when you call your band that.
with a boy.
Yeah,
Anything that, like, it's basically like saying we are giving ourselves a really specific, painful shelf life.
You know, you should look to the future and name yourself something smart, like Boys to Men. Because that's thinking in the future.
Or look right to the future and call yourself the Bedwetting Pensioners.
Yeah.
You're in it for the long haul. The long haul.
Des, pleasure to have you on the show. First time for you.
Yes,
on
very
our
exciting.
show. How many times have you been to our shore, though?
This is like my 4th time.
Right, quite familiar with the Melbourne Comedy Festival. Are you doing
Yeah, I
Adelaide?
love Australia, man. To be honest, I want to stay here, but I haven't been able to work it out. So
Yeah,
I've stopped seeing good-looking women, and I only see visas now. Visa.
So you're interested in finding someone to marry just so you can stay in the country?
Yeah, well, one preferably that I would like to stay with as well.
Oh,
to
right.
make the staying experience that little bit more
Oh,
exciting.
right, OK. Oh, how beautiful, how glorious. I
Yeah,
would've
it's so romantic.
Yeah, if anyone out there finds Des attractive, and who doesn't, God damn it.
I'm not going to help. I'd marry you. You're gorgeous.
Yeah, good.
He'll even put on a T-bone steak condom.
Classy. Totally going quite...
And I would even pull it out of your ass.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
That's love.
And I would call the vet and tell him what's going on.
Oh!
This could be the shortest show we ever put to air.
So, look, you've got a DVD out as well at the moment, don't you?
That's right.
We haven't got it here, but I did a drawing quickly.
Looks good.
There we go. Des functional, ladies and gentlemen. And it'd be good if you actually had copies so that people, you know, because they'll be looking for the little drawing.
I didn't realize until I got to Australia that it was actually on sale here, so thank you.
So if you like Des, buy that one. If you like Eddie... And finally, I love this, though. This is I've been saving this to last just because it's the most awesome object. This is Amanda Palmer's new book.
Isn't that pretty?
And there's Amanda...
Thank you. We got the one that we can't show in the air. It's an entire book of dead and
beautiful.
Sometimes naked photographs.
It's lovely.
It's a family coffee table book.
Basically,
It's getting rather hot in here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope it's hot at your place. Shall we begin the show? Yes. The first shot is What's the Story? Claire, Des, Amanda, open up your arms.
Oh, right, yep. All right. Equality and Human Rights Commission.
Oh, it's my... this guy's amazing. He's the leader of the
British
National Party.
Achtung, Achtung!
That is Nick Griffin. I think I might know this story only because
Yeah,
I was
maybe.
back last week, and they have to allow... basically, the British National Party hate everyone except for white people, and that is basically their manifesto, but it is illegal to do that. So now to exist, they have to allow Asians and blacks into the party to exist. So...
We're all running to join.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's a party of hate. So all the blacks and Asians are like, well, we hate you too. And it's like, well, we can bond on that. This is going to be great. So there's one Sikh guy that's actually going to join the party.
Des Bishop has
done
it
it.
so totally right. It's extraordinary. Following threats of legal action, the extreme right British National Party has been forced to drop its whites-only membership policy. Oh no, where's Pauline Hanson going to go now? I think it's great. People of all creeds and colours should be allowed to be white supremacists. And I'm sure African and Asian people can't wait to join. Hey, want to go to a racist party where they hate us? Do I? Chief racist Nick Griffin said he expected to welcome the party's first non-white member soon, although they prefer to think of him as less of a member and more of a piñata. Yeah, why not?
I have a question. With white supremacists, are there kings albinos? Because they're like the whitest people alive. Do they praise them and they're like, yo? Because I wonder, like, albinos probably have a pretty tough life, and then they go to a white supremacist party and they're like, I am here. Where are the bitches?
Mikey, Ricki-Lee, and Eddie.
Yes.
Look at the monitors. Open up your hearts.
Oh, hot.
That's, oh, wow, that's a talking knee.
A dating service?
Oh.
He looks a bit sad.
Oh.
I feel sorry for that man sitting there on his own.
Actually, can we have a look at the second shot again, if that's at all possible? Yeah, so is it about co-joined twins? Oh, that's a social dating service. Yeah, the
A dating service for conjoined twins?
Yeah, I know.
That would be really awkward because you'd have to have 4 people there all the time. And what if 2 of them were like, I don't like that one, but that one, we should have a threesome with.
But can you imagine if you were two sets of conjoined twins that met through a dating site, went on a date, and then you realised that the left guy loved the left girl on the right, and they couldn't kiss, they just couldn't match up. Can you imagine? Like, because that's the
doggy style.
Poetry.
Amanda, can we talk to you for a second and just...
You guys have to be really careful on the conjoined twin stuff. I've spent the last few days in the heat of a giant internet controversy because I have an album coming out that is technically by conjoined twins. And I wrote a blog about it and explained the whole backstory of the sisters. And they've had a really, really tragic life. You know, their childhood was really difficult. Their mother died in childbirth. Their father died when they were really young. They were raised by a chicken farmer. And then they were sold to the circus.
That's how I met Paul.
Anyway, I wrote a whole blog about their backstory, and then I got crucified by a website of disabled feminists.
Oh, God.
No, Des.
I just couldn't think of any more difficult group to deal with, you know? They just got you on so many levels, man.
I just want to know if there's any minority groups we haven't hit so far. Ring in now. We'll get on to you.
Before we go any further, we have been sidetracked by the whole co-joined twins thing, which I think I sadly started. It's actually the ACCC there are looking into dating websites. Not all dating websites. Some of course, like RSVP, do a very valuable job of getting middle-aged people laid a hell of a lot.
So much.
I know.
So much. I've heard some fascinating stories.
Tell.
No, just of like.
Can we just answer questions?
Basically, the ACCC is looking into corruption within dating websites. You happy now?
And scams
Yeah.
and things like that.
Thanks, 10 points. Talk amongst yourselves.
Nothing to do with co-joined twins.
The Competition and Consumer Commission has found the number of Australians being scammed while looking for love on the net is growing. Yes, you can have an online relationship and still get screwed. Yeah, don't... Oh, OK. 550 Aussies were scammed last year, 430 the year before. Victims are left broke and devastated. One woman said she thought she'd be with enormous Wang 55 forever. Another lonely heart sent $95,000 to her online lover for urgent medical treatment, only to have him disappear. But it might not be so bad. He might have just died. Whoever said 'tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, obviously never had their life savings taken by a 19-year-old Russian virgin who turned out to be a 57-year-old Nigerian con man. It's very sad. Not only do you lose thousands of dollars, but your chances of becoming princess of Made-Up-A-Stan are looking decidedly slim as well. So after one extraordinary round of Good News Week, the Hooper team are on 10 points, the Robbins team on 10 points. Coming up, the Sirens, the Sirens.
It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
During the break, as we threatened to take our news and go home, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Bishop and Palmer have diagnostic equipment.
I don't
have you
really
got a
have
heart?
much.
Is this what we're determining at this point?
Oh, 70.
What if that was like a handheld electrocution machine? And you're like, oh, it's not working.
Well, actually, in the break, I let Des try first, so I felt pretty safe. But yeah, good, nice.
Yeah, but Des didn't use his finger.
We also have a laptop. There it is.
What if it opened up the naked pictures of Paul?
I know, you need a much smaller screen.
Is there anything on it? I can't see. Is it just...
Something was meant to happen, and it didn't happen.
Hey, Des, have you tried turning it on and off?
Hey, maybe you just need to attach this.
Maybe you need to...
Des, after that scream, this doesn't look good.
And finally, we have this.
Higher. Wait, I might need to move my chair.
Do you want me to come over there? Here, you can share. You can share. Okay.
Thank you.
When I'm walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on like a blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the
That dress is fantastic.
Thank you. This dress was actually given to me at a show. It was made by one of my fans out of a bed sheet.
You might want to take an ultraviolet light over it.
And Women's Coulter and Ifft have. We have a blemish. Doesn't look as. Where is the blemish?
It's not that obvious.
Happy?
What dimension have you come from? The doctor will want to see you now. We also have the light and the way.
This is also, we can check. There's a spot. I'd send that dress back.
And finally, this.
Come up off your collar, child. I know where you're coming from. Call me on the line. Call me anytime. Call me on the line. You can call me any day or night. Call me.
More real good singing at the end of the show to start round two, giving headline Hoop a Team. No thinking in the age of inking. What's it about?
It's teenagers getting tattoos removed because they're all getting them drunk every night.
It's kind of that,
Very
isn't it?
close.
This is a Julia Gillard thing, isn't it?
It is a
she
Julia
come out-
Gillard thing, yeah.
Julia Gillard got ink?
Yeah, Julia Gillard, massive night out, wakes up in the morning and regrets the giant eagle on her back and has said, young ladies, don't make the same mistake. I don't think she has any ink at all, but she's saying that, they'll regret it when they're old and saggy. And
I woke up with a tattoo.
Yeah?
Really? Yeah, it said surprise, surprise.
Where?
It was around my vagina.
Anyway,
Eddie Ifft, the thinking man's. No, that's wrong.
is that right, Paul? I mean, essentially
Yes, it's
a spate of regrettable tattoos.
Julia Gillard is saying that people, especially women, young women, should think more about it. How are they going to feel about it in the future? Britain to rule the stars, what's it about?
Oh.
Britain to rule the stars because the whole empire thing didn't work out.
They're going galactic.
They are going galactic.
Yes, they've given up on territories like America and Australia, and they're heading to Mars, where no one can fight back.
Yeah, it's Britain's space program. What's it called? Her Majesty's something or other, something or other?
You've got it, Her Majesty's Space Agency.
Oh, it sounds like a 60s TV show.
It sounds like a David Bowie record.
Yeah,
It does.
James Bond is in charge of it.
Her Majesty's Space Agency, Ham Spa. I like that.
Osama is the kind one.
If that is the truth, then I would not like to meet his brothers. That's all I can say.
Everything is relative.
Yeah, just relative, right? Like, you know, compared to other others in the cave, he's actually...
Do you know who said this one?
Pauline Hanson.
It was his son, Omar. Said
So who was he comparing him to? Other members of the family?
No, he said, from what I know of my father and the people around him, I believe he is the most kind among them.
Oh,
Saying
wow.
that the other,
We're screwed.
so the other members of Al-Qaeda are a bit more vicious than Osama. I'm going to give you 12 all up for that. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause. Robin's team, are you ready to give some headline?
Frighteningly so.
Make way, men need a bathroom.
Men take way longer in the bathroom now.
Yeah, because of all the styling and products. Men are spending more time preening.
Thank you very much. Men apparently preening every day, 83 minutes.
Yeah, because
Women
he's
are down
messing
to
up the
79.
curve.
83 minutes
83 minutes.
a day.
Men spend 83 minutes a day.
That is a lie.
Yeah.
I challenge that.
Yeah, I challenge that too.
Maybe it's in the bathroom, but not grooming necessarily.
Cleaning up the mess.
How long did you take doing your hair tonight?
I took 5 hours to do this, and I had a team of 37 people working on it. With some gravity-defying spray.
It's
They got under the hair on my Wolfman arms as well. I'll tell you what, fellas, you haven't lived. If you're a astute man like myself, you haven't lived till someone sprayed you down with a hairspray and all your arms just gone, like... Roxy. Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for bringing it up, Ricki-Lee. Good on you.
I think the 83...
I'm just imagining what you look like without the suit.
Oh, it's horrible. I'm just all fur under here. When I put my
Did you wear that one night?
when I put my underpants on, it's like trying to harness a hedge or something. It's just there's great tufts of. It's like Teen Wolf. I mean, really, it's like Teen
Stop
Wolf.
staring at me like that. It's creepy.
I know. You like it? I've been doing this for months. You just haven't realised. You're creeping around by your window.
Do you ever wake up in the morning and just go,
I do wake up in the morning. What have I done?
I'm killed again.
I think our society is moving away from hair too much.
I agree.
I agree.
Are you kidding me? I'd take all that stuff off.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to look like Hellraiser down there. No, really, and
Hellraiser?
girls with your little designs, stop that stuff too. I don't want to see a Rorschach test down there.
Are you saying that you have a landing strip?
No, I don't have a landing strip. I did, as a joke once, I did a little Hitler mustache. I thought it was funny. And I walked in the bedroom, I was like, we are going to have sex tonight. Where are your papers? It wasn't funny, though. It wasn't funny because my girlfriend's Jewish.
Now we'll move on.
Do you actually shave? Do you shave your pubic hair?
Oh, yeah, I clean that puppy up.
Because the only time I've ever been shaven down there, like not in a serious way, but you know that I had testicular cancer, right? And no.
Hey, this is medical, Paul.
I talk about it all the time. It's a very healthy thing to do. You should check yourself. Get somebody to check it is even better.
I'll check it.
But
let's do it right
basically, the only time I've ever been shaven was for the operation. They shaved me, but don't ask me why. But as a favor that they thought they were doing, they shaved only half of my pubic hair. So bad enough as it is to wake up with only one testicle for the first time in your life, I woke up to the reality that I now had like some sort of 1980s hip-hop hairdo down below. How you like me now?
Did you ever look in the mirror and play good cop, bad cop?
Here we go. Here's the second headline out of 47. Hopefully we'll finish this show sometime this week. Ricki-Lee's shock.
Oh, what have I done?
The day she got booked for this show. Ricki-Lee, what?
Shock.
It's in the Telegraph.
Okay, I have just moved to Sydney, so I've been kind of in limbo, looking for a house. I've kind of been staying in apartments and hotels, and I kind of like to change it up, so I stay in a new one like every week. So I went into this, I checked in, I'd been on a long flight, I was really tired, I checked in, I got my key, I walked upstairs and I put the key in the door and I had bags all on my shoulders and I opened the door and I looked and the bed is right there and people on it doing things to each other. The guy turns around and goes, "Hey, Ricki-Lee!"
Wow.
So I'm like at the door and I'm just, hi.
You do have it. 5 points, ladies and gentlemen.
No, seriously.
Last one. Gamers get wee bit too physical. Wee bit too...
Well, of course, we is
You got a wee?
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm just going to say this straight down the camera. I don't have a wee because I don't play video games. There, nothing dirty. But people have been injured going the wee.
Yeah, I've used a wee before and like you play tennis. Has anyone played tennis on it?
I don't like the way you're going. I've done a wee before. The tennis and the... I can't get off
I'm
this
obviously not a
subject.
great tennis player. No, but I've played and you get really... It hurts.
Well, also, too, people have been getting over enthusiastic and the little Wii controls been sliding out of their hands and hitting other people and...
so a lot of injury and hurt.
A lot of Wii-related injuries, yes.
They have it, ladies and gentlemen. 15 points for them. Insurance companies are reporting an increase in Nintendo Wii-related damages as players lose control of their handheld remotes or hurl them in frustration. It's called Wii decorating. Gamers who throw their controller out of frustration are said to be displaying remote rage. Doctors describe this behaviour as a psychotic reaction. Yeah, it was worth it, huh? Let's rock it. Other gamers simply call them weetards. Yeah! Oh, riding at home.
That was really good.
Thanks, Dad. So they can't play sitting down or risk obesity, and they can't play standing up or risk injury. What are the kids supposed to do? Go out and play in the backyard? Not on my watch, people. The Hoopers are now on 22 points. The Robinsons, 25 points. After the break, so you think you can mime. It's time for a mime, Amanda Palmer.
Okay, I have to say the word mime makes me really uncomfortable.
Here's your little mime topic. Do you want to read that?
Have you started?
Okay, so how close do they have to get to
Oh, we like every single word. In the right order, too.
Okay.
You'll live through this, and it'll make you stronger. Okay. And your time starts now.
There's a wall.
A dog.
All right.
A cat.
Pets, right?
A pet vagina. A pet penis.
Pussy. Oh,
Castration.
Oh, snippy.
Yeah, neutered.
Right, okay.
Neutering.
Neutering pets.
My dog ate my condom.
Okay, so you got spectacles and a lab coat. Are you the vet?
Doctor.
You're many veterinarians, right? Scientists.
Castrator.
Scientists. I have an idea. They're not going to snippy snip the pets. That they're gonna instead.
They don't need to. He's a homosexual.
Oh, yes! So they've made. Okay, can I? Because I'm excited because I know the story, but I can just let Des play for a while.
Sure. I'll stick the key in there. It's a key. It's locked.
Oh, you're joking! Chastity.
Yes, they've made little nappies for the lady dogs to prevent the boy dogs from getting involved. So rather than neutering pets, they're suggesting they get little chastity nappies. And they've made
Amanda Palmer, ladies and gentlemen, the gorgeous Amanda Palmer. That was great, she got through that. I'm not quite sure if you followed it, but a man in Louisiana has created a strap-on chastity belt for dogs.
Oh, that's...
It is definitely...
You know what, I reckon Tintin could get around that.
I think so too.
Go, Rennie!
The long chats about virginity being a special gift just weren't working with the animals. No longer will you hear the phrase, "Look at those puppies." The pet anti-breeding system is made of polypropylene with an 8-buckle locking system and a mesh pad. And quite frankly, if a dog does manage to undo 8 buckles, he's earned a root. The slogan is, when the heat is on, lock it and stop it. This replaces an earlier slogan, when your bitch is a tart, give her a good belt. Which some people, especially handicapped feminists, found offensive. It's amazing how the whole show is tying together at this point.
You're laughing because you know what you're going to be doing for the next 6 weeks.
I'm gonna be hiding in a cave somewhere.
Oh, Osama might be there.
He's the kind one, you'll be fine.
The kind one.
Yeah, this is the nice one.
So you think you can mime Ricki-Lee Coulter?
Good luck to you guys guessing. I'm so scared.
You enjoying it so far, the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's... Oh. How do I do this?
Oh, you're the mime artist, aren't you?
I don't really think I'm wearing an appropriate outfit to be miming this
have
out.
to, let's take it off.
Or...
Oh, settle down. Mongrels, you bloody filthy. You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
And you are miming in heels, which is really brave.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
Setting new benchmarks for fun, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
This is going to get quite interesting right now.
Cool. Well, jeez.
And your time starts now.
Right. Rabbit.
Frog.
Frog.
Frogger.
Claire, listen to Claire Hooper, she's on the right track.
Toad.
Horny.
Okay.
Toad in a box. It's a new snack.
Dead toad in a frying pan being cooked.
Pancakes.
They're cooking. They're cooking. Is it like a rest? Cooking toads? Cooking toads. Jeez, I tell you what, it's got to be a big toad. Barbecue. Oh,
barbecue.
Toad sausages. Toad sausages. They're making toad sausages. They're making sausages.
He deserves a round of applause for that.
So someone's making.
Rabbit.
I really don't care. Just keep going.
Kangaroo.
Yes.
Kangaroo. This is why I knew, because I often box kangaroos. Every time I see one, I just punch it in the face as hard as I can.
Because we've been eating kangaroos for years. Kangaroos have been killed. Sorry? This is just the cane toad story. Native animals have been licking and eating cane toads and dying.
Because it's like doing acid.
No, it's not, kids. Not that acid is a good thing either. Yeah.
Can you help Ricki-Lee out here?
Yeah, this is the one where they're actually making sausages out of cane toads, and they're feeding them to native animals so that they'll learn, because they don't actually genetically know that these animals are dangerous for them. So by having a sausage sizzle for the animals, they'll learn not to eat cane toads.
Oh, he's going to... Lovely.
How I did that in this dress, I don't know. Good job.
Well done.
Scientists from Sydney University have come up with a way to save Australia's endangered native cats. Cane toad snags. Now, there's an episode of MasterChef I'd like to see. The essential ingredient is minced leg of cane toad, plus a sickening chemical with no taste, possibly tofu. The idea is... Yes, you know it's true. The idea is the endangered quolls eat the cane toad sausages, it makes them ill, and they learn to steer clear of poisonous pests, and also scientists bearing sausages. But is this going to work? I mean, if a quoll can't tell the difference between a sausage and a frog, there may not be a lot we can do for them. The other problem with cane toad sausages is many Queensland locals stumble across them on the way home from the pub and mistake them for free-range kebabs. To my left, 32 points. To my right, 35 points after the break. Border insecurity.
It's good news week. It's good news week.
This is the game called Border Insecurity, designed to weed out the unsuitable and the dangerous and the ginger-nutted fish and chip shop owners. We have some potential new Australians with us tonight, so let's get weeding. Des Bishop, are you ready to become an Aussie?
I am.
Thank you.
They're on, but I think that one's for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, lovely. Testicular cancer.
Yes, I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worked out though.
Oh, good.
I only have the one now, but there's no problem. Mm-hmm. Oh, can be fun from time to time when people don't know. Scavenger hunt.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know anymore, but it's good that you...
Well, I'll tell you one good thing about testicular cancer is when you're still getting examined, like a lot of people over a short space of time are like at your area. No, I'm not gay, but for the record, if it's not your hand, it just feels good. That's all I'm saying. If your brain doesn't know.
I think a lot of men are now going to go, well, I might as well get checked out.
Yeah,
might as well
and that's a
drop
good thing.
Yeah,
Without a shadow.
it's great.
I check all the time, constantly.
He's doing it now.
You're ready to become an Australian.
I am.
Do you want to hear border insecurity?
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay, here we go. Question 1. Who or what is Skippy? Is it a slang term meaning homosexual? An Aussie way of saying horny? Or a crime-solving, bottle-opening kangaroo?
I'm feeling the pressure because I'm not exactly sure if I know. They had Skippy in Ireland.
They don't.
Yes, and we had Flipper in America, which is kind of the American version, but he was a dolphin.
Yeah.
He was quite useless in the bush.
Right, and similarly, Skippy is quite useless at sea.
Yes, that's why they're a perfect team.
Skippy and Flipper, that'd be a show to watch.
Come on, 2011.
Yeah. When you get to the edge of the water, you take it from here, Flip.
It's called Skipper.
What is a 6 and out? When you consume half a dozen beers and vomit? When your ball goes over the fence in backyard cricket? Or a rugby league team bonding session? Come on, Australia, don't give it away.
It's just a little hurtful that we started this conversation about my testicular cancer, and you've asked me a question about a ball.
Did yours go over the fence?
And can we still win the scavenger hunt?
I thought it was an alcoholic trying to control their drinking's exit strategy, but I am going to go for, it's a, like cricket version of a home run.
Got it!
Am I in Australia now?
You're getting very close. I think we only have two more questions for you and you're probably in.
Oh.
You should have been here last week. We had the Prime Minister. He would have easily let you in. Loves people, the Prime Minister. Just missed him by that much.
The Prime Minister was here?
Yeah, the Prime Minister was here.
Did he have a personality?
Oh, he's lovely, yeah. He's like a really mature, sort of albino Zac Efron.
Actually, I think he's related to Josh Thomas.
Is Josh Thomas a punchline on mainstream television now? That is impressive. That is right. He opened up for me in Brisbane a year and a half ago.
Oh, I don't want to hear that. stop it. Please stop it.
I think it's okay. Josh's show's called Surprise. I think I'm going to have a show called Bigger Surprise.
What are Australians referring to when we talk about the big pineapple? The Prime Minister? A tourist attraction in Queensland? Or Jesus?
Actually, I have to say, this is the only one that I genuinely... I don't know this one.
You're out!
But I'm going to take a guess.
Yeah.
And if I get it right, am I still able to be in Australia?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll still be able to be in Australia. Actually, this isn't legally binding, by the way. I don't know if you've got your hopes pinned on it.
I'm going to say a tourist attraction in Queensland.
And you would be right!
I knew that it wasn't Jesus, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
I had a fair feeling.
What was Banjo Patterson best known for? His writing, his banjo, or his Patterson? His writing, his banjo, or his Patterson? Do you know Banjo Patterson?
Do I know him?
Yeah.
I kind of know who Banjo Patterson is because last year I wrote a rap about Australian history.
That is so ghetto.
Yeah. And the thing about writing a rap about Australian history is it's sad the amount of Australians that come up to you and are like, oh my God, I totally didn't know that.
Yeah, we know nothing about our own country or our own history.
Okay, just one question. What the hell rhymes with endeavour?
Okay, let me...
Never.
Better late than never.
Okay, cool.
Better late than never. Philip thought that Sydney was great. 1788, New South Wales would be the state. Good. 26th of January was the actual date. 751 convicts among the freight. That was that bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I sense
And Paul Hogan, luckily enough, rhymes with bogan. So, that was an easy one.
You're trying to avoid this last question, I sense it.
I would say his writing.
Let's see if he's right. He's right! So with a score of 10, you've reached the level of Oceanic Viking. Please, ladies and gentlemen, thank Des Bishop. Later this year, Australia goes to the polls, and if Kevin and Tony aren't your cup of tea, you might like to consider the 23 Million Party, a single-issue group campaigning against population growth. They've even got a catchy slogan, nil by muff. The 23 Million Party wants to keep our population at its current level until 2050. And their policies are quite sensible. For every person who's born or immigrates, someone must be destroyed. Ironically, the anti-population party is supported by Dick Smith, a man whose name means maker of penises. Who'll be next to test our borders? Find out after this. Eddie Ifft, Border Insecurity is calling you! Yeah, oh, I like your style. I thought you were going to do Christine Keeler on that and spin it round and...
No, but I think I just ripped my pants. And I don't have on underwear.
Oh, you're really working that chair. Look at your spin on it. Okay.
I'm nervous.
You're not nervous.
I am nervous. I want to get into this country.
Wait.
I'm already here. It's not hard to get through your security. What are you doing here, mate? I don't know. All right, come on in.
Question 1. Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready.
What is a numbat?
A numbat?
A numbat.
I know. It's a guy in Queensland that works with a truck that goes, numbat, numbat.
I'm going to give you multiple choice.
Oh!
A heavily sedated flying fox, a small reddish-brown marsupial, or a combination nunchucker cricket bat.
I wish it was the combination nunchuck cricket bat, because I'd love to see those martial arts films.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden the guy's like, Wah! I would say it's a heavily sedated flying fox, obviously.
Oh, this one.
You are so disappointed in me that it hurts.
Because it's your first cab off the rank, do you want another crack at that?
I'll take another crack at it.
Yeah.
It's a combination nunchuck cricket bat. Obviously.
Okay, we do understand you're from America, but we're going to give you a third
What's
crack
that
at it.
supposed to mean?
I think you know what it means.
I know.
Oh, you probably don't, actually.
Hey, I would be careful. I don't know if you know this, but there's 3 Americans on the show tonight.
Yes.
Which constitutes an invasion.
You're assuming that the Americans are all on your side.
I was going to mention the other 2 actually seem educated, so... So on your third attempt with the multiple choice, reminding you a bit like school now, is it? Would you like to have another crack at it?
I guess it's the small reddish-brown marsupial.
I love you. What does up there Kazela refer to? A cavity search? A football player? Or convict slang for God? Up there Kazela.
It's gotta be convict slang for God, because they're like, yo, what up there, Kazali?
Can he have another go?
I've done time.
Do you want me to put it in song form for you?
Yeah.
Up there Kazali. There you go.
It's gotta be a cavity search, because I can just see you singing that. Up there, Kazali.
Let's just see if Eddie's right. Oh, I think the rest of Australia knew that was wrong.
Does this mean I have to go to Tasmania?
What is the Great Australian Bite? A famous landmark, a meat pie eating contest, or a sexual technique?
You know, 2 and 3 can be the same.
I will say the Great Australian Bite is a meat pie eating contest. Because I had one of those meat pies once, and let me tell you something, I didn't know you could have diarrhea like that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do these jokes. There's nothing funny about diarrhea, it's not funny, but it's smart. It is the smartest disorder in the world, because it knows exactly how far you are from home. And it's like, I'll race you. I'm gonna go with it's a sexual technique.
Let's find out if Eddie is correct. Oh, they're getting so depressed because they know the answers well before you do. Okay, here's the last one. Don't feel you have to try. Just let the force guide you with this one. If you're having a slash, what are you doing?
Paul, the Americans have had a discussion.
Yeah.
We'd like to give him to you. As a gift.
Thank you very much. I'd like to give him to an abattoir, but some things just... they're just not going to happen. If you're having a slash, what are you doing? Urinating? Cutting car tyres, then urinating on them? Cutting car tyres, urinating on them, then standing on them and playing guitar.
I think everybody knows this one. Cutting car tires, urinating on them, and then rocking out with your... Ow.
Let's find out if Eddie is correct.
No, I'm sorry, point of order.
Yes.
They all contain the word urinating, so at any given stage within each of the other 2 answers,
He was right.
he must be judged to be...
Yes! Thank you.
So you have a score of nothing. I actually took the 2 points I gave you away because I gave them to you.
Indian giver.
So you've reached the level of Christmas Island boot scooter. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Eddie Ifft. While we're on the subject of this great land, the federal government has outlined its grand plan to create a scientifically engaged Australia. They believe it's only by getting more scientists that we'll be able to work out new ways of censoring the internet. Kevin Rudd wants to get Australians thinking more about science before Tony Abbott gets in and makes it illegal. The government will establish a national framework aimed at catapulting science into classrooms, boardrooms and lounge rooms, because nothing says 21st century scientific innovation like a catapult. But do we really need more science? There's clearly insufficient value given to maths in Australia, or Barnaby Joyce could never become Shadow Finance Minister. Them now on 42 points. And after that extraordinary display by Eddie Ifft, them stuck back on 35. Strange but True is next. Time to retrace our strange but true steps. Claire, Des and Amanda. You had the medical equipment.
Hello.
Oh, we've gone up a
I upgraded.
notch.
And it's made my pulse a little higher.
Are you meant to be getting some reading out of that or not?
Yeah, there are readings. There's these lines. Oh no, it's gone straight. It's really weird.
You're flatlining on national
weird.
television. You're still talking.
You look like someone that had a heart attack at a Great Gatsby party.
Actually, you look ridiculous.
We also have the laptop.
Yes. I'll turn it on this time. Oh.
Did you hear what that did to my heart rate?
Wow, you're spiking.
And finally, this.
Okay, everyone, you did a really good job clapping the first time. You have to clap again. Hello.
I feel we've been here before, Amanda.
Last time I was on this show, I took a bow and I showed Paul the back of my underwear.
I can now see the front, just to let you know.
Shall we?
Yeah, my turn.
I struck my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on like a blister in the sun. Let me go on because I know you're the one. Body beats, I stay in the sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's out and she is starting to cry.
What connects all those?
Oh,
Oh,
always forget
wait
this
a
bit.
second.
Oh, we have to work it out.
Yeah. And we've been having a conversation about whether or not, well, really, what that song is about.
When I saw this, the computer thing, I immediately thought it must have something to do with masturbation. And then I thought, but this show is called Good News Week, so it must be something deeper and more meaningful than that. And now I realize, after doing this show, that that is not the case at all. And odds on it is about masturbation.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think Blister in the Sun, Paul, it's about...
I think it may be interpreted in a number of ways, and one of those ways is about self-gratification.
Jerkin the gherkin.
Yeah. Having a crack at yourself.
Pushing the envelope for the ladies. So...
Where I come from, we call it paddling the pink canoe.
One of my favourites is taking Captain Picard to Warp 5. Let's move on, though.
Wait, do I get to tell you what I call it? Mom, I'm really studying.
OK, so, enough. And what is the story? Do we know?
Well, is it a story about like statistics or sort of analysis of statistics to do with excessive masturbation and laptop use? Is that?
Yes.
I thought because this was sparking and stuff, that it might have to do with the amount of computers that are sent in for repair based on the fact that the...
Your mind is...
I was given a laptop that was exploding. I think that's a reasonable thing to suggest.
Yeah.
But isn't it... So if it's a set of Australian statistics, but it's on something fairly... Like it's on how many hours of porn a day people use. So the
22!
Is it that story?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're on the right
so
line.
It's something about how many hours.
Do you know how
of porn
many
a day?
hours though they think is all right?
83 minutes a day.
83 minutes.
Before you're considered to have a problem. Do you know?
Tell me.
Well, let me tell you what happened.
I'm going to give them most of the points, ladies and gentlemen, for that because they're very, very close. Very close. According to a new study from Sydney University, people who spend less than 16 hours a day looking at internet porn do not have a major problem. Take it up with Sydney University, ladies and gentlemen. It's true, though. 15 hours of porn is fine, but that last 60 minutes really pushes it into unhealthy. The researchers said online porn only becomes a major problem when people spend 16 to 18 hours doing nothing else. Pretty sure they're doing something else.
It's just like you sleep 8 hours a day, so essentially all you're doing is looking at porn and sleeping.
Yeah, and if you want to hold like an 8-hour-a-day shift of work down, then you're going to have to start in the car on the way home with your like iPhone out.
If you need 18 hours of porn to get you off, you do have a problem. You need better porn. The good news is, it's easy to spot the porn addict in your office. They're the ones sitting at their computer, wanking. Mikey, Ricki-Lee and Eddie, you had the blemish.
Did we have to cut to me after that story?
We also have the light. And this.
Color me a color, baby. Color me a car. Color me a color, darling. I know who you are. Come up off your color chart. I know where you're coming from. Call me on the line. Call me, call me, call me anytime. Call me on the line. You can call me any day or night. Call me. Cover me with kisses, baby. Cover me with love. Roll me in designer sheets. I'll never get enough. Emotions come, I don't know why. Cover up love's alibi. Call me on the line. Call me, call me, call me anytime. Call me on the line. When you're ready, we can share the wine. Call me.
Wow.
Why, thank you.
Now, those lights, Eddie, could you hold them up again, please? Red and blue lights is something that dermatologists can use to make blemishes go away, apparently. Now, I'm not quite sure. Yes, it's like, oh, I don't like that.
Still there.
Oh, I don't like that.
What, it's if you shine the red and blue
You
lights
like,
on, it goes away.
it's supposed
Really?
to make. Yeah, I've never tried this. You know, I call me old-fashioned. I try washing my face.
So-
But anyway,
So you could just, if you had acne, you could just walk up to a cop car.
yeah. And the thing is now with mobile phone technology, you're going to be. I don't know whether it's an app on an iPhone
Yeah,
or.
it would be an iPhone application.
And basically, if you're feeling a little bit gumpy, you just hit the button and you hold your phone over your pimples, and it's supposed to make your pimples go away.
Yeah.
They do have it right, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. An American dermatologist has developed an iPhone application that will zap your acne while you chat. Yes, for just $1.99, your phone will blast your zits with ultraviolet nanorays. It's a nerd's wet dream, curing acne by lightsaber. Dr. Greg Pearson's acne app uses particular wavelengths of red and blue light. The red light stops bacteria developing into pimples, and the blue light stops junkies shooting up under your cheekbones. And if the lights don't get rid of your acne, at least they'll draw attention to it. The good news is Dr. Pearson is now working on another app that cures stupidity in young and gullible people and only costs $200.
It is time to celebrate. Ricki-Lee, would you help me?
Stay tuned, Crater Heads. Fast Money is next.
It's Good News Week.
Here it is, the game enjoyed by 3 out of 3 commercial TV networks. Kevin Rudd's Fast Money Box. In Kent, a teacher has been forced to resign after a campaign by outraged parents and animal lovers. What did the teacher do wrong?
Pull a condom out of a dog?
Oh. No, killed the sheep.
Yes. Do you know anything more about it?
It was supposed to be a lesson for the kids.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
the sheep
About where
slaughtered as a-
food
as a
comes
lesson.
from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She sent Marcus the sheep to an abattoir so they could learn about the food cycle. You're a freak!
I think that's fair.
I
Shouldn't the
want to
kids
know,
know?
do you know how old the sheep was? That's my question.
It was the school's pet sheep.
It's a bit biblical, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit strange. Well, I don't know if there was a sacrifice involved. I don't know if they were giving it to our Lord.
I need to tell you, there's worse things you can do with a sheep. I used to be in a fraternity in college.
Oh, God.
What? Have you noticed that people get scared every time you open your mouth? You can feel it. There's a palpable sense of fear. In the Southern Ocean, the crew of a Japanese whaling ship needed medical treatment after trying to fire something at the Sea Shepherd. What happened?
Well, they're trying to throw the human waste at them?
No,
At a
very
blue-
close, though. Not human waste.
Whale waste?
Well done.
It's a floating island of whale dung.
How do you think Tonga started?
OK, do we know? How
No.
fantastic.
Just answer it.
They were trying to fire pepper spray at the protesters. Pepper spray. But the wind blew it back on them. In California, police have arrested a man after he was caught trying to buy something from 2 schoolboys. What did he want?
One of the schoolboys.
No. Anybody know?
I don't know. It was, he actually wanted to buy wee. Because
wanted to buy wee.
Because they reckon he had a drug test coming up at work, and he thought a school kid would have clean pee.
Little did he know.
So in the detention centre tonight, Claire Hooper, Des Bishop and Amanda Palmer scored a jam-packed 54 points. Jumping Mikey Robbins, Ricki-Lee, Coulter and Eddie Ifft on 49 points. $10.com.au/GNW is the address to get the podcast, watch the special bits or purchase a canine chastity belt. It's the second most fun you can have strapping something on your dog. So we say...
This show has just been wrong town.
Wrong. So we say, kids, don't eat the sausages, and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. In Brisbane, it's Sexpo, or as it's known up north, the Big Wet.
And it's not getting any better.
The Gold Coast will host the Ladies' Masters Golf Tournament, but be warned, the Mistresses Golf Tournament is a very different event. Renowned atheist Richard Dawkins will give a speech on Charles Darwin, become visibly excited and start throwing his own poo.
That's clever.
It's clever. That's funny. Sunday is the 20th annual Clean Up Australia Day, when we wave goodbye to Pauline Hanson. Sadly, this momentous event will be marred when we're caught lifting up New Zealand and sweeping all our rubbish underneath. And on Monday, it's International Women's Day. Then on Tuesday, it's a return to the rule of man. Good night.